Hi friends, welcome to WebChamp. Here in this video, I'm going to discuss Power Query Editor of Excel, and from the Power Query Editor, I'm going to discuss how to add custom columns and view tab. Add column tab and custom column tab from Power Query Editor. So let's not select a single column. Let me select the entire data. Then I will say from table or range. So what this will do, this will load your data into a query editor. So here add column and view tab I am going to discuss in this video. Okay. So sometime you may get suggestions from Excel that columns from example. Okay, if you select the data, right? But here in this case, I am not getting since I have a large data set. So definitely you need to add custom column. So how you can add a custom column? So suppose if you want to change the quantity, if you want to double the quantity, you can add. Okay, you can say custom column, and here say we can say double quantity. And then what you need to do, you need to go here to the available columns. From this column, you have to select quantity column and then insert it. Okay, the moment you say insert, it will get added in the our formula. And here I will say custom column 2 into 2. Okay, and I will say okay. So here you can see that my original quantity was 4 and now it's doubled to 8. 3 is become 6, 13 is become 26. This is how it doubles, or we can use a custom column. Suppose if you want to add custom columns, okay, what is mean by custom columns? So, sorry, custom column is something that we have seen that we can perform some kind of operation and get the next value or calculated value. Sometimes it may called this as a calculated custom column, may called as a calculated column in some cases or in Power BI also. So what I will do, I will add a conditional column here. Suppose if you want to create a column on the basis of conditions, so we can do that also. So what I will do, I will give the name here as a name, new column name, consider. Okay, so I would like to say this, consider and ignore. This is what a column I'm going to create. Now I'm going to consider the values on the any of the filter. Okay, so if I go to the segment and if I say segment is equal to consumer, in that case, I have to consider. I want a value to be in that cell wherever segment is consumer. Okay, I have to consider that value. Again, if you wants to add multiple clauses, you can add. Otherwise, what? Okay, otherwise you have to say ignore. Okay, so this is how with only single condition I'm going to add the column. And here you can see that consider, ignore, consider, ignore. I will go and I will select consider. Conditional based the column is added. And if I go to my segment column and if you look for the values, okay, there is only one value called consumer. This is how it works. This is what the use of conditional column. I would like to add multiple I would like to add multiple conditions. Okay. So what I can do, I can go to that specific step where added conditional column and I can click on the setting. So here you will get an option to add clause. Yes, you are able to add LC. Okay. And this is what this use means. We, even though we are using two different columns with two different conditions, but still these conditions are combined using OR operators. Means any of the condition will be true, your output will remain same. We can change the output also, okay, for that specific. So if I say region is equal to east, and for east region, we can say if region is east or segment is consumer, we should consider. So this is how it works. The operator is always equals to, does not equal to, begins with, does not begins with, ends with, does not ends with, based on your requirement, contains or does not contain. So based on your requirement, how you want to consider the values from that column, you are supposed to use the appro- appropriate operator. Okay, so like this you can add n number of conditions. There is no limit for the conditions. As many columns you have, you can add. Okay, if I say okay, so now it has changed my values, and wherever there is a consider, either there will be a is equal to segment is equal to home office. See, for first row, our consumer segment is not there, but still it is showing consider. Why? Because there is a region which is of east. That's why it is showing me consider. So this is how you can add conditional column. Suppose if you want to add index column. Okay, so what you can do, you can simply click on index. Suppose if you click directly, it will start index from 0. But if you want index from 1, you can go and select. Okay, so it will start the index. It's like a row number in SQL. Okay, adding a number to each of the row is nothing but an index. If you want to add a custom index, yes, it is possible. Suppose if you want to start index from 100 and it should get increased by 5 for every row. Yes, it is possible. 100, 105, 110, 115, these kinds of index we are able to. So this is what we call customize. Okay. Then suppose if you want to create a duplicate column, you are able to create duplicate column. Consider ignore copy. Every time, whenever you perform the operations, that column will be added to the end, at the end. Then you are able to move that column, go to the transform, and here you have a move option. You already have selected the column. Suppose if I say to beginning, it will go to the beginning. Okay, I don't want this to be at beginning, so I will move back this to the end. Okay, so these are the options we have directly. Like again, if you want to transform your text into the lowercase, you have to select lowercase. If you want to transform your text into the uppercase, yes, you have to select uppercase. Otherwise, you can use capitalize each word. So it will bring your text into the title case. Or suppose if you want to remove the space from both the side, tailing side and heading side, so you can do that also by using trim. Suppose is there any non-printable character in your text, so you are able to clean that also by using clean. Next is add prefix and add suffix. Suppose if you want to add something before your text in each of the cell, you are able to add. Let me say this as a hash, and so I mean not hash, dollar symbol I have added to each of the text. Okay, this is how it works. You can add at the end also. Then if you select multiple columns, okay, if you have selected multiple columns, you are able to merge those columns as a single column. So separator, you have to say colon, and I will say merged. So those column will be converted as a single column. Okay, so if you go here and here, so these two columns are converted here. Okay, so this is how we can add columns. Okay, we can cancel any of the steps, inserted uppercase, inserted lowercase. This is how it works. Then suppose if you want to extract the length, first character, first n number of character, last n number of character, or range of character, you are able to do that. You have to say starting index. Index is nothing but from which column you are supposed to extract the text, and how many characters from that index should be extracted. So you are able to do that also. So this kind of operations we can perform from extract. Then there is something called parse. Okay, you are able to parse the data, XML and JSON data. If is there any data in your cell, okay, any table containing this kind of data, XML format or JSON data, then you are able to. Suppose if you have a number type, what we can say, the number type column like this, instead of postal code, I would like to select this sales wala. Okay. If you select a numerical column, then you are definitely able to perform the statistic operation or standard operations. You are able to perform these kinds of operations on this data. Okay, here statistic is not allowing me to, but if I select this, so you can see that standard. Even statistic is already discussed. I have discussed in my these videos. Here we are able to get that option. So in standard, we can add, multiply, subtract, divide integer, modulo, percentage of. These are kinds of operations we can perform in scientific. If you want absolute value is meaning of absolute value is number without sign. And neither that number will not be a zero, I mean negative or positive. We can say that. So power, square, cube, and n number of power you can calculate, square root you can calculate, exponential, logarithmic, and factorials you are able to get directly from these scientific options. Trigonometric calculation, if you want to do, you can calculate, okay, as per the requirement, round up, round down, and round operations you are able to do. Suppose if you want to check whether the number is even or odd, then there is something called information. In information, is even and is odd option. I will check for is even. So it will return me a result in true and false, whether that is even or odd number or not even number. This is how it's going to work. In case if you have a values or column data in date and time, so you are able to extract those many information. You can, if you want, suppose there is a data contains date plus time. So if you want a date to be returned from that column, you can simply click a date column. Okay, simply click a date column. Suppose if you go, if you want to extract the year, you are able to extract the year. Okay, then if I select this, okay, if you want to extract start of the year, you will get end of the year, you will get end of the year is nothing but next year's start date in Power Query Editor. Okay, whether it is Excel or Power BI, it doesn't matter, but result would remain same. Then you will get information related to month, start of the month, end of the month. End of the month is again end of the current month is next month start date. This is how it going to works. Days in a month you can get directly. Okay, n number of days will be there. So days in a month you are getting directly. Then week of the year, week of the month, start of the week and end of the week you can get. Then day, again here we have option day of week, day of year, start of the day, end of the day, and name of the day. If I say name of the day, you will get a column. Okay, so since we are here in add column tab, so every time it is going to add new column for that. If you don't want to add, you can go here in this tab, and if you perform the same operation, it will extract the year here itself. This is how it works. And the difference you can note that extracted year is on the same column, but inserted day name and all other options, wherever you see the inserted is meaning that new column has introduced. So this is what the options we have. Okay, then day about day we have seen. Then suppose there is a column which contains a time related information, then you are able to extract like a time, you are able to extract time only, then hours, then minute, and then second kind of information. After that, there is something tab, something new tab, which is a view tab. Suppose if you don't want to view this query setting pane, you can disable that. By default, it will be there, but you can disable from here. If you don't want to view this formula bar, you are able to disable that. If you want to change the font style, you can select monospaced. Font style will be changed. Spacing and character size will be changed. If you want to jump to the any of the column, yes, you can select go to column, and if you say category, you will get that column in front of you. So since it has lots of columns, so that won't be able to fit in single window. That's why. If you want to view whatever the operations we have performed, and in the advanced query editor, okay, if you click on advanced query editor, okay, or advanced editor, so here this is a M language which is developed by Microsoft. It's low level code, okay, we do not need to write these kind of languages. It's automatically created when we perform the operation. But if you want to edit anything from here, yes, you are able to do that. And this is how Power Query editor help us to perform and do some kind of operations in Excel without using formula, and it creates a model every time. Means whatever the operations we have performed will get recorded, and every time you do not need to repeat the same operation on daily basis or weekly basis. You simply have to update your data set and refresh the go to the refresh or here from, I think there is option, yes, from this table design you can click refresh all and you will get updated data. So thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day. I would like to conclude the entire Excel videos here.